A lathe, man's final escape. These are the voyages of one man and his lathe, with boundless enthusiasm and a huge overestimation of his own abilities. Today I will attempt to turn some thread. Engage! First I'm going to have to fix that though. Okay, there we go. That is... where's the original gone? Alright, there's the original. And that's the new one. Now if you watched the video all the way through, you may know that the first one I made was out of steel. But I didn't check my measurement, I got this too thin. I got the diameter wrong, so I thought, I'll make another one, make it out of brass. Because I've got to cut this keyway in. So yeah, I don't have a key cutting machine, so brass. I managed to cut that in with filing, and managed to cut it in with this little file. So that's a good fit now. That I've just got to drill and tap this hole for the tension on the lever, so I'm going to put that in about there, and then I've got to drill another hole because I'm having a different carry and I'm having a proper lever on this. So I'll get on with that now. Alright, that's the lever sorted out, guys. There we go. Alright, so I was trying to research how to set up the change wheels for the Alpine lathe, and well, I drew a blank. I couldn't find anything. Couldn't find any videos on YouTube how to set it up, what gears to change, etc. But then somebody left a comment saying that looks like Emco lathe, and thanks for leaving that comment, because I researched it and found that it did actually look like an Emco lathe. In fact, it was either, I would say, built under license for Emco, or it's a copy. So one or the other. But that helped massively, because when I researched how to set up the change gears for an Emco lathe, this is actually the equivalent of a Maximat 7. Emco Maximat 7. So there were a few videos on YouTube, so I managed to find out how to set these change gears up. I've arranged them in the order that they're supposed to go on the machine. We've got 70. This is to cut metric thread. So we've got 75, 65, 55, 50. That's a 40. That was there. The order in the machine, they go. I'll get your light, can't really see that. So we've got the 75 here, the, let's see, 65 and 55 go on this one. These plastic gears, you just take them off. So 65 and 55 on there, then a 50, and then on that one there you put the 40 tooth gear on, and that should be set up for cutting metric thread. So I'll install all them gears now on the lathe, and then we'll see if we can cut some thread. I'll probably do that off camera because it'll be a bit of faffing about. So yeah, the comments, they can be a font of knowledge, and also I appreciate the compliments as well. So yeah, thanks for leaving comments, guys. Thanks for subscribing if you've already subscribed. That's also a great help to the channel. Anyway, we'll get these change gears installed, and then we'll see if we can cut some thread. Alright guys, that's the change wheels or change gears installed, and there was quite a few components missing for this installation. So there's supposed to be a washer and a spacer here. It doesn't really matter because it's not going to fly off with this Allen bolt I've put on there. It'd be fine. That here there's these open washers with a lip on the back. That's one of these. That's one of the originals. And there's supposed to be one for there and supposed to be one for there, because if you can see, the gear isn't straight aligned with each other. The gears aren't straight aligned with each other there. There's one's about 1.5 mm in. So it's not a problem because it spins freely, and it's not fouling anything. But that gear needs bringing out a little bit, and in turn so does that gear there. So I'd need a spacer in between these two gears here, and two more of these washers open washers, or open-ended, or whatever you want to call them, with a lip on the back. So one for there and one for there. I've just put this washer to stop the sprockets flying off. What I found is on the normal gears, just for the carriage, it's been running without any retainers on at all. So this one here hasn't had a washer on at all, so it's just been flapping about. But I think there is a gear that overrides there, so it'll be all right. What I'll do for the purpose of this video, I just want to see if I can cut some thread. So I'm going to see if I can cut some thread. If I can, that's great. And then I'll switch back to the other gears, take some readings take some measurements of this washer here, and I'll make 2 new ones for in here and here, and also a spacer at the back of there, which wants to be about 1.5 mm. So for now, we're just going to see if we can cut some thread, and if we can, mission accomplished. Make it so, Mr. LaForge. Alright, well it did cut a thread, but it's whether or not I can get it to start exactly again. Okay, I can't work out where on the thread dial it's supposed to start. I can't work out where on the thread dial I'm supposed to start. I'm just going to run the lathe in reverse to track it back out again. I'll run the lathe forwards now, and hopefully that'll cut the thread. If we're at, turn it out to there, and then move it going, and which way am I going now? Backwards. Which I think is that way. Yeah, we're right there. Got to get such a short piece of stock, I've got to be fairly on it with the buttons, otherwise I'll end up crashing into the chuck. Alright, I think I've got the hang of that now. Now I did think I'd set the change gears up for metric thread, but when I look at it, it's looking a lot like cycling thread. Well, it looks exactly like that. So I must have got something wrong. But anyway, it's actually worked out better if it is cycling thread, because I wanted 26 TPI. I wanted to be able to do a bottom bracket cup, bearing cup, internal. So I know this is an external thread, but the only reason I wanted to set up to be able to do threads on the lathe was to do 26 TPI bottom bracket internal threads on a push bike, for example. So I aim for metric. I wound up with, I think this is Whitworth, although I might be wrong, cycle thread, but that is absolutely bang on, that cycle thread. You couldn't make it up. So it's turned out all right, even though what I aimed for I've managed to get completely wrong. So what I want to do is I'll turn this bit of brass down to this diameter here, and then I'll just make sure by threading a nut on it, on this, to make sure that I've got it right, and that'll be more of a success than I'd initially planned. I've got to feed the carriage by hand because I've got the wrong change gears in, so I'm having to do all this by hand, which is a little bit it's a little bit inconvenient, but needs must. So we're at 5, what are we at, 480, I need to get to 4, so we'll go 35 thou to start with. That's 10, 15 will get me 30. That's the one. Right. Or maybe just another pass. 26 TPI, guys, made up with that. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.